Welcome to Samarkand, the fabled jewel of the Silk Road. For over 2 millennia, this city has stood at the crossroads of civilizations, a meeting point of East and West, where empires clashed and flourished, and where the desert winds still whisper tales of power, ambition, and timeless beauty. Today, we explore 2 of Samarkand's most iconic treasures, the resting place of a conqueror and the stage of scholarly grandeur. We begin our journey at Gur-e Amir, the Mausoleum of Amir Temur, better known to the world as Tamerlane. Set beneath a sky often as deep and vivid as polished sapphire, the Gur-e Amir, literally Tomb of the King, rises like a sentinel of time. Built in 1404, this grand mausoleum is the final resting place of Timur, the 14th century warlord who carved an empire stretching from Delhi to Damascus. Its fluted azure dome shimmers in the sunlight, an architectural marvel that later inspired the builders of the Taj Mahal. But step inside, and the brilliance continues. Gold leaf shimmers across intricate muqarnas. Geometric mosaics dance across every surface, and the sarcophagus of Timur lies humbly beside those of his sons and spiritual mentor. Though Timur ruled with ruthless determination, he was also a patron of art, science, and architecture, traits reflected in the elegance of this very tomb. It's said that when Soviet archaeologists opened Timur's grave in 1941, they discovered an inscription warning that his resurrection would bring devastation. Just days later, Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa. Coincidence or curse? From the solemn grandeur of the mausoleum, we now walk a short distance to a site that would dazzle even the most seasoned traveler. The heart of ancient Samarkand, Registan Square. As we pass through the winding streets of old Samarkand, we begin to glimpse towering portals and glazed tile work. Registan, meaning sandy place, is anything but plain. It is here, in this majestic plaza, that the spirit of Timurid glory truly comes to life. Registan Square is more than a historical site. It's a stage where the past still performs. Surrounded by 3 monumental madrassas, Islamic colleges, the square was once the epicenter of intellectual and cultural life in Central Asia. It hosted royal proclamations, public debates, and bustling markets, set against the breathtaking backdrop of golden domes and turquoise tiles. The architectural harmony of the complex is mesmerizing. 3 buildings, built over nearly 2 centuries, yet each echoing the legacy of the Timurid Renaissance. Let's explore them one by one. west stands the Ulugh Beg Madrassa, the oldest of the trio, completed in 1420. It was commissioned by Ulugh Beg, Timur's grandson, a man who turned away from war and toward the stars. An accomplished astronomer and mathematician, Ulugh Beg transformed Samarkand into a center of science and learning. His madrasa drew students from across the Islamic world to study theology, astronomy, and philosophy. Above the entrance, a verse proclaims, "Aspiration to knowledge is the duty of each Muslim man and woman." Step through the archway and you'll find a peaceful courtyard, framed by lecture halls and student dormitories, adorned with swirling mosaics and Kufic calligraphy. It is a place that once echoed with scholarly debate and the ticking of astrolabes. Facing the Ulugh Beg Madrassa, on the eastern side is the Sher-Dor Madrassa, built 2 centuries later in the 17th century. Its name means Madrassa of the Lions, and its bold tile work certainly lives up to the name. Look closely, you'll see a rare depiction of 2 tigers chasing white deer, flanked by rising suns. In Islamic art, this was unusually symbolic, even controversial, but it reflects a change in the artistic sensibilities of the era. Sher-Dor was not only a place of learning but a statement of dynastic pride by the Ashtarkanid rulers, a vivid echo of the Timurids, but in a new age. At the northern end stands the final masterpiece, the Tilya-Kori Madrassa, or Gilded One. Completed in the 1660s, This madrasa functioned as both an educational institution and the city's grand mosque. Its vast facade stretches across the square, while inside, the prayer hall bursts into an explosion of gold leaf, hence the name. Golden floral arabesques swirl across a brilliant blue background, catching every ray of light. It is both intimate and majestic, a fitting climax to the ensemble of Registan. This madrasa stands as a reminder that even as empires fade, beauty endures. Standing in Registan Square today, it's hard not to feel the pulse of history beneath your feet. The domes, arches and minarets are more than stone. They are stories carved in time. Samarkand has witnessed the rise of empires, the flow of caravans from China to Byzantium, and the brilliance of minds who look to the stars. From the tomb of Amir Temur to the scholarly walls of Registan, this city reminds us that knowledge, culture, and beauty are legacies worth building and preserving. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the heart of Samarkand. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more historical travels from around the world. Until next time, may your path be as timeless as the Silk Road itself.